What is going on, Mullen fans? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today I'm going to give you a quick overview of things that you need to know and potentially where things might be going from here. Before I get into any of that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Always greatly appreciate that. And without further ado, let's get right to it. So unfortunately, another red day, down 4.3%. It did hit a low of 18.01 cents. So very close to the 52-week low. And in general, like I've been saying, there's a lot of negativity around Mullen specifically, but today was a combination of that and also broader economic fear. So as you can even see based on the fear and greed index, it is very fearful out there. So I'm sure you guys are already aware of that. But again, some people just need to realize and just maybe be told this isn't just a Mullen problem. So be aware of that. But of course, it's very nice to see that David is alive and well by him tweeting. So he does talk on this new Class 3 low cab forward urban utility vehicle launching in 2023. And they've already updated their website to represent that. So it does also even have a order now button. So still very positive in that regard. But as I've said in the past, it's one thing having all the nice products, specs, everything like that, but you need to start getting orders and fulfilling them. So I think that's where investors are kind of at the stage right now. They know that Mullen can actually have a good product and get orders, but I think right now people just want to see deliveries being completed. So of course, Q1 is set for the Class 1 order with Randy Marion. So I think a lot of people are going to be watching this month very closely. But of course, I'm not financial advisor. Do your own due diligence at the end of the day. And as this article does say, which did come out, and obviously I'm only bringing this up in a comedic viewpoint, but it does say, will Mullen stock reach $1 before its September deadline? This is why articles are very funny. All of this does not say anything whatsoever. I will save you a lot of time. All it says right here, all it's going to take for Mullen to reach $1 is enough buying momentum from retail investors. Like, I saved you guys probably around 10 minutes worth of reading for nothing. So again, there's a lot of crappy articles out there, this one included. In reality, I think it's going to be very much testing for them to get over that $1, which I do agree though, that they need one good catalyst to get over that. And my video on my other channel that I did launch about this, so the vehicle, the Class 1, more specifically the Mullen Campus vehicle, this is going to be for the Menzies deal. And if they do get that Menzies deal, then yes, there's going to be a huge amount of buying momentum behind the scenes. So definitely that could be a good thing. But as of right now, there's a lot of negativity, and even more so as well, there was a new lawsuit, but this one is Mullen suing someone. So this one is Mullen Automotive suing Global Capital Partners Fund. And I think it is for a small amount. It's only for roughly about 50 million or something like that. But it's just a kind of a misunderstanding potentially on David's side on an agreement that didn't really work in Mullen's way. So I don't know what's with all of these lawsuits coming out of the word work, but again, just be aware of that. I'll give you a quick update. So based on the options activity, a lot of calls have once again being purchased, and this one stands out as well. So this one is around $9,000 worth of premiums, but starting to pull back as far as the overall quantity, but still generally speaking, a lot of calls. So definitely could be a positive thing. I'll give you a quick update on shorts as well while I am here. So short score is currently 69, so that is going down a little bit. Typically the higher the number, the higher the likelihood of a squeeze happening. Utilization is 100%. And as far as what shorts did today, they increased 1.16 million shares. 9.17% is the short interest, which is a percentage of the free float. 172.95 million shares being shorted. Once again, still on the threshold list. And I think we're actually going for a world record. So I don't know what the record is right now, but maybe that may be a positive spin on what's happening. They want Mullen to be number one, go down on the Guinness World Record. I don't know. But cost to borrow as well, 13.41%. But of course, with it going down and very much touching the 52-week low, or all-time low, I guess per se, a lot of people want to know, where is things going from here? So hypothetically, looking on the technicals, even though it is up roughly about 1.2% after hours, that doesn't really mean anything. After hours is just usually some shorts closing out the positions, things like that. It's kind of the wild west. But as I did, and I mentioned on my previous video, I did say as far as you need to really watch the Fibonacci. So currently we are between the S2 and the S1. So right here, hypothetically, even though it did bounce off of this very strong support at 18 cents, that is for the most part the only big support between where we are now and 15 cents. So of course nobody wants to see 15 cents. It actually did kind of go down very, very fast. So even though a lot of this is very much specific to Mullen, around here is when the economy started to kick in to very much fear mode. So at the end of the day, I think there is a lot of good opportunity for investors to get in fairly cheap, because like I've always said, Mullen does have a lot of good products. All they need is just one of their products to hit a home run and they'll be making a lot of good money. But up until that point, you're going to see and continue to see a lot of volatility. So again, I'm not a financial advisor, so make sure you guys do your own due diligence at the end of the day. But based on this as well, it is a little bit more optimistic, the fact that it did go down so much today, but yet a number of retail investors clearly we're buying the dip. So I think a lot of people are starting to see good value in Mullen at this price. Of course, I could be wrong, but that's what the indicators are saying. Stochastic is currently at 3. And as I've said in the past, this is considered mind-blowingly oversold. So if there is a good piece of news that does come out, then in theory, Mullen could go up very, very fast. And as what this article does say right here that I pointed out, all it'll take is just retail buyers to basically take it to $1. So depending on the catalyst and the number of retail investors getting in, that might take it to $1, of course, if you trust this article. But no matter what, let me know your thoughts on all of that in the comments below. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. If you do like my Mullen content, want to support the channel, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom of the screen. With that said, I appreciate you guys watching. Let's all make a lot of money on Mullen.